welcome to day 5 or 6, I'm not sure what day it is now. I was an early start this morning, woke up about 7:15, packed my bag, and the porter's already taken it downstairs. So I've left the boat, now trying to get a taxi to the hotel. 50, is 50 okay? Okay, 75, yeah. So hey, camera. I'm only meant to check in at 2 PM, but I'm gonna get there early. It's 9:30 in the morning. I'm gonna hopefully just drop the bags at the hotel, get on my laptop, do some work, I need to book more stuff in Jordan. But I just thought there's no point in me sitting on the boat, there's nothing to do, I can't even be in my room. And the hotel seems quite nice, I look at the photos I've booked. And if I can't check in and they won't have me, then I guess we're stranded on the streets of Luxor. There's nobody here, I'm just sat here waiting for a driver to come. Plan is for today that I'm gonna go to, there's basically in Luxor, there's the East Bank and the West Bank of the Nile. Today I'm going to do the East Bank, and that's the Karnak Temple and the Luxor Temple. And then tomorrow I'll do the West Bank with the Valley of the King. Drivers here. Got a rough plan, but I'll let you know how it goes. Hi.
Hi.
Good, thank you. Do the YouTube. Just checked into the hotel. The room is already ready, they said, which is pretty convenient because it's only 10 in the morning, so I didn't expect them to have the room ready. Plan is, the taxi driver I was just with said that he wants to give me a tour, and I didn't even pay for the ride to the hotel, so he said I'll text him. Wow. It's a nice room. It only cost me like £30 a night to be here. And look at the room. Oh yeah, that's 2 beds. That is double decent. I found these deals at booking.com, like literally last minute deals, and these are like half price deals because this hotel normally is like double the price. I thought I was going to be going to the Middle East in hostels and backpacking, but for the same price of a hostel, you can get a room like this. I'm going to chill out here for a bit, get some editing done, and then I'll call the guy. And we'll go to the Karnak Temple and Luxor Temple. He said the Karnak Temple takes 2 hours to do. I'm not going to go with a guide, I'm just going to go by myself. When I go back to England in pub quizzes, I'll be the expert on Egyptian history. I just want to say, I absolutely love the cruise. Such a cool thing to do. The staff were so friendly, the food was really good, the views were incredible. And the highlight for me was that sunset on the second day. I really enjoyed it. If you guys ever are in Egypt or think of coming to Egypt, I definitely recommend it. 1.5 weeks left to go. And hopefully, if the last 5 days of anything to go by, it continues to be incredible. Alright, it is now 1:30, had lunch. Yeah, we're gonna go head to the Karnak Temple. Go to Karnak Temple first?
Yeah.
It's nearby? Yeah, okay.
15 minutes.
Alright. Thank you. Alright, now we're in the temple. I've got my ticket here. It cost me like £10. Ticket, thank you. Massive open air museum. I think it's the world's biggest open air museum. I don't really know what I'm looking at. I've got a guide on my phone I'm just going to follow. Apparently it takes 2 to 3 hours to do all of it. I'm not going to spend 2 to 3 hours here because I'm not, as you know, I'm not into all the Egyptian stuff.
You need a guide?
It's okay, thank you there. Everyone's asking if I need a guide. Little boys ask me if I need a guide. If you look at the map here, you can see where we've come from. So we started all the way in Cairo and come all the way down the Nile. We flew to Aswan. And then we went up all the way into Luxor. In Egyptian times, this was the most sacred place in all of Egypt, like the most holy of holy places, sort of like Mecca in Islam. So I'm now hitting the Avenue of the Sphinxes. As you walk in, that's the first thing you see. Basically, before Cairo was the capital, they made Luxor the capital. And back in the day, apparently there were like thousands, tens of thousands of them, and they went all the way down into the centre of the city. I'm now in the Great Courtyard. It is incredible, the scale and the size of this place. It's massive. Like, I can see why people come here for like 2 to 3 hours. And some people, you can spend 9 hours there. People spend, like, if you really get into the details of everything. It is the world's 2nd largest temple in the world after Angkor Wat in Cambodia. And it's just amazing. The whole of Egypt, all the places I've been to, they're so well preserved. Everything you see is kept in such good condition. To be honest though, I will say, I'll be honest, for me, it does seem a bit repetitive. Like, everywhere I go looks sort of similar for me. Like, I don't really notice the differences between each of the places I go to. So yeah, I mean, it's cool, but it is quite repetitive. I've done like 6 days of this now. But over there is you can see this. So that's a pylon that never got finished. They just never finished building it, and this is what it's meant to look like here. And no one really knows why it's half finished, why they stopped building it. You can see the colour is still preserved, the red and the blue. So 3,000 years ago, when they painted these stones, which they imported all the way down from Aswan or from Cairo, the colour is still preserved today. All the weathering conditions, all the rain, the details on each of these pillars and each of these kind of columns. They made all these pillars and columns to represent the papyrus tree, which was like important for them and a very like sacred tree at that time. And this is like one of the most sacred places in all of ancient Egypt. Right, I don't know if you remember, but yesterday when I was in the bazaar, in the souk, in the market, I bought one of these. And just been looking up what it actually means. And basically they built them as a connection from the Egyptian people to the gods, and so they could talk to the gods through them. This is the Holy of Holy Temples. This was the most holy place in the whole of ancient Egypt, and that stone. Apparently you're meant to walk in, you're meant to feel some like power, you're meant to feel some aura given to you, but I felt absolutely nothing. Being here, I've got a slightly newfound appreciation for Egyptian history. I'm not saying I absolutely love it, and I'm becoming some Egyptologist, and if you want to see the photos, they're going to be on @High Nelson Travel, follow the Instagram. Just to give you an idea about the scale of this place. I've been walking like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and I've only done like half of it. So it's all very repetitive. It's just like each Egyptian king's trying to flex their own ego, but with the same thing that everyone else has seen before. I've sort of given up on the whole tour because I can't really be asked with it anymore. I don't know what I'm looking at, don't know any of the gods' names, it's all complicated. I think I've now done the main bits of it, I've seen most of it. I come to the very, very end of it, and I'm the only person here. All in all, successful trip, glad I came, glad I saw it, been there, done that, got some cool photos, learn a bit more Egyptian history. And then tomorrow, wake up, and you guessed it, more temples. Hopefully he's still here. I'll give him a text. He's quite funny, he calls himself Cristiano Ronaldo. And he invited me to play football with him tonight at 10 PM. Sounds a bit sketch. He says all the locals call him Cristiano Ronaldo, and his WhatsApp profile picture is literally Ronaldo. Time is 5:40. I was talking to the guy, the taxi driver, and he wanted to take me to Luxor Temple, but I just thought, I don't know if there's any point, because I've seen so many temples since I've been here in Egypt. It's just like a little small temple. I don't know if it's worth it. Just come down to the bottom of the hotel. It's so nice. The pool on the cruise was a bit naff, but that pool was so nice, literally on the Nile. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a pizza restaurant. Pizza Roma?
Pizza Roma?
Yeah, okay, I wanna get to Pizza Roma.
You're welcome.
Thank you there. Yes, the plan is, I found an Italian restaurant, like 15-minute walk. I'm just walking on the main road. I don't know how to say this is, that like there's literally no one. I think everyone in the hotel goes out for dinner. So I don't want to be the only person in the restaurant all by myself, that's kind of sad. I just looked on Google, trusty TripAdvisor, I was looking for the best place to go. This restaurant came up, Pizza Roma. It's like the only Italian restaurant. It's quite a small city here in Luxor, so all the restaurants there are all Egyptian restaurants, but there is one Italian restaurant I found. Like, try a bit of local Italian Egyptian. The food has come, it looks pretty decent. I ordered a bruschetta and a meat pizza, so it's like, it's good. Alright, that is dinner done. Pretty good meal overall, pretty decent pizza. I managed to get 2 pizzas for the literally price of like £8. Everything here is dirt cheap. Overall, good day.